Happy Tech Tip Tuesday. Today we're going to take a look at a thing called, well, it has two names. You may have known it as Quizizz, but it's also known as Wayground. And here's what I want to tell you. You're gearing up for the end of the 9 weeks, you want to do a quick review game, but you don't have time to really come up with some questions of your own, or you want to have a great gameplay at the end of the day to kind of find out, did they learn during your time of teaching them what they need to learn? Well, Wayground kind of some great quizzes you can use in gameplay style and then get reports to find out what they've missed or need extra help on. Here's how this works. First, I'm signing in with a free account. This free account gives me a limitation of only having up to 20 activities I've created. Now that's created is an important word in that sentence because it doesn't count against me if I use ones in their Explorer library, ones that are created by other people. It just counts against me if I create something new to add to the storage in their library. Well, that and one little caveat, but I'll show you that in just a minute. So I'm going in here and instead of going to create something to count against my storage, I'm going to use something already in the library. That gives me another advantage in that I'm not having to spend lots of time creating something or have AI make it and then go back through and check it. Instead, I'm going to go here and do a search for something we're studying. Let's call it waves. When my page finishes loading, notice I have things from assessments, presentations, interactive videos, passages, and flashcards. I really am looking for a quick check kind of thing, something I can throw at the end of class, so I'm going to go with assessments. Now, when I'm here in assessments, I'm going to do a couple of things. I'm going to use this filter to knock down some of these, so I'm not looking through everything in the world. I'm going to go with something that takes under 5 minutes to do because that's what a quick check at the end should do. And then I'm going to look for stuff for my grade level. Now, today I'm going to pretend to be an 8th grade teacher, and I'm going to hit apply filters. So I'm looking at things that are 8th grade in nature, about waves, and going to take under 5 minutes to do. So something that's going to have between 4 and 10 questions. Notice I've looked for things under here that were labeled 3rd and 4th grade, and they had 6 questions or 4 questions. And what you're seeing as I hover over, I'm not clicking them, I'm hovering over the label for that quiz. It's giving me a preview window on the right hand side so I can kind of roll down through here. Okay, 8th grade, 6 questions, sounds good so far. I'm going to scroll down here and quickly scan through the questions. Are they on the content that I'm needing them to know? If they are, then I'll go ahead and use it. Now, if I had went back, there was one I found earlier when I was perusing for a different grade level. Let me go back and change the grade level, not from 8th grade, but to 4th grade, and you'll see what I need to show you. Remember I said that my free account limits me to 20 created activities. That's important because the caveat I spoke about is this one right here. If you see one with a little crown, little pink crown, that means there's a premium resource available. That means premium resources, what that means is that even though I didn't create this one, it's still going to count against my free ones I have. And it warns me right here, premium resources are free to host and will count toward your library storage. So it doesn't cost me money to be able to use, but it costs me what I'm allowed my free storage to be able to use. Where all the ones that don't have that little marking on there, if they have questions that I need, I can use them without any problem for free as much and as often as I would like. So let me go with this one here. Again, it was labeled 3rd to 4th grade. Notice it's marked that I previously hosted this one, which means I've used it before. Ones you've used from that will pop back up to the top to help you find them again. So I'm going to go over here. It's got 6 questions. I'm going to go back through the questions. Did I teach this content in my lesson so I could use it as a ending piece? If all of them are fine, I'm great. Again, if I go through and make an alteration to this one, that now counts against my created ones. So I'm going to hit play because I'm right here at class. I've got it pulled up, ready for us to use at the end of class. And I'm going to hit start now. Again, I'm using this to find out what my students know. Notice I can have a class assigned to it. I do have classes where I could assign this to them for them to do. I'm not going to do that one. I'm just going to play it like I don't have any classes in here. And the first one that's marked is called Teacher Paste, and that's the gameplay one that I want to use. It gives me lots of options for using timers or shuffling the questions or having anti-cheating monitors on there. Again, some of these are new features that are just recently added, so I don't fully know what they mean. I'm not going to bother with dealing with them right now. I'm just going to leave everything alone. So, Teacher Paste. I'm going to hit start. I'm not picking a group of kids already. It's okay. It's going to give me how they're going to get here. So they will go to joinmyquiz.com. I can click on this copy link and paste it into Google Classroom very quickly. But then they need this class code here, or this join code here, 884650. Now it changes every single time. I'm going to go and pretend I'm a student. I'm going to put a name and then start so I can join my teacher's classroom. Here's me and my little avatar for the moment. Here I am as a teacher. I'm going to go ahead and start this once I notice everyone's in here. And if you have a kid who wants to put a funny name or they want to put the wrong name and you know they're not in the room, you can always go over here and remove the student and have them try it again. I'm going to go and start now. It will play background music. This is what you will see. This is what your students will see. They'll pick the answer. It will let them know that they've submitted, and it also lets them get feedback immediately. On your side, once all the students are there, again, you get to see how well they've done. You get to see how they've answered over time. You also have access to some controls. So down below, I can click over this to be able to annotate and draw and write on things. I can use the digital whiteboard that we can work on collaboratively. I have the ability that at any point in time, if I want to give up control of this game show and let them finish on their own, I can switch it to student pace and they can finish it. I still get the information, finding out that they, in fact, did answer the questions and how they answered them. I can use the spin wheel to randomly pick somebody in my classroom. Right now, it's all Chris P because he's the only person in the room. And additionally, I have this button up here. So if I want to draw their eyes back up front so we can talk about things, I can absolutely click on this one. Their view changes to this. They have the ability to raise their hand. My view is this. When I'm ready to release and let's get back to the game, let me click here. I'll turn that off and we'll go to the next question. We'll keep doing that until we get all the way to the end. When they're finished, I'll end the assessment. It'll put up the leader for that class. When I hit next, I go to an overall class summary for how they've answered. I can view reports. This can be done immediately, or I can come back to it from the Reports tab on the left-hand sidebar. Reports allows me to look at the participants, to look at individual questions and how each student answered the question, to get an overview. And if I click, again, I can see here's how this question worked and everyone how they responded for that one question. Again, a lot of great information captured very quickly, very easily, so I could use it not only for them to know what they need to study again, or what I need to work on maybe for the next class, or what I need to work on for them when they come back. If you need help with this or other instructional technology, please reach out to us individually or through our shared email address of instructionaltechnology@cmcss.net. On Tuesdays, we have open office hours. Those are from 2:30 to 5 o'clock in the afternoon for you to ask any instructional technology questions that you have. If we don't know the answer then, we can absolutely get back to you with a Screencastify, a Zoom, or an in-person meeting to help you out. Here's the next few weeks worth of trainings. Stay tuned for more. Reach out to us at instructionaltechnology@cmcss.net. Join our YouTube channel at Tech Tip Tuesday, or visit us at our website, tinyurl.com/cmcssits.